Hey, listeners, have you ever wondered what you're missing on the Patreon?
Let us ask you these questions. Do you like the prefix? There's an extended version of it every week on the Patreon called the a la carte.
Do you miss your favorite dead celebrities? We have a medium who comes on to talk to them on the Patreon.
Are you an astrology buff? We have an astrologer who comes to the Patreon to read the celebrity stars.
Do you want to hear what we edit out of the podcast? Then you can listen to our cutting room floor episodes on the Patreon.
Do you ever wish we could fix you? Then listen to our all-tier advice episodes right now on the Patreon.
And if you ever want to kiki with other listeners of this pod, come to one of our hilarious live Zoom spectaculars.
Still not convinced? No problem. Head on over to patreon.com/fixingfamouspeople to listen to an example episode of each of these, absolutely free. See you on Patreon.
Where's Shelley?
What makes a great pair of glasses? At Warby Parker, it's all the invisible extras without the extra cost. Their designer quality frames start at $95, including prescription lenses, plus scratch-resistant, smudge-resistant, and anti-reflective coatings, and UV protection, and free adjustments for life. To find your next pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contact lenses, or to find the Warby Parker store nearest you, head over to warbyparker.com. That's warbyparker.com.
This is Fixing Famous People, the podcast where two reality television producers pitch solutions to save celebrities in dire straits.
But first, let's get to the prefix, your weekly pop culture roundup. Listeners, Chris DeRosa here, and I'm flying solo for the first time ever. Dominick sadly has been indisposed by a case of tonsillitis. I was shocked when I found out. It was hard to hear. I was sent a voice note that has now been deleted from my phone because they delete after 2 minutes unless you keep them, where Dominick sounded like Kermit the Frog himself. Coincidence that we just contacted Jim Henson's spirit via the Buffalo medium, Damar Bagwell? I think not. Is that Jim Henson coming to Dominick and indisposing him on purpose? Unclear. We said nothing but nice things in, our episode with him, so who knows? I'm barred for sharing much more information because of current HIPAA laws, but I would like to quote a text message that Dominick did send me that said, and I quote, "I didn't even know I still had my tonsils." Hard things to hear. Well, we will not have a prefix, sadly, but I will now read a statement from Dominick that I definitely did not write myself, and he 100% wrote, and I didn't. Again, I didn't write this. For immediate release, I, Dominick Pupa, apologize to the Clistenership of Fixing Famous People for my current state, which is completely out of my control. I vehemently deny that this case of tonsillitis resulted from prolonged acts of fellatio or any other orally administered sex acts performed during my stay in Provincetown, Massachusetts. I am out of the hospital and healing at home. I would please like to be added to your prayer chain. There will also be a scathing review of the American healthcare system forthcoming. Guys, please add Dominick to your prayer chain. Bless one up for him at noon, just when you're blessing up Brittany, both Spears and Murphy. For all of the Long Island iced tea tier, we still have not gotten Brittany Murphy over to the other side, so we need to help her. Okay, everyone, please. God, this is hard to do by myself. We will be doing an extended a la carte this week if Dominick's voice recovers in time to make up for the prefix that we do not have this week. And my only other thing to add is that it's last call on the Clistener hats. They have been selling like hotcakes, and there are only truly a few left of each. So if you want one, please order one. We will not be restocking right away. So if there's only a few left, if you want them, you got to get them now. And that's it. Please bless one up for Dominick. He's going to be fine. This is all a joke, obviously. He's recovering fine. He's going to be on prednisone. So God, it's a miracle drug. So he'll be fine in a couple of days, but keep him in your prayers. And now, without further ado, Kate Casey joins us to help fix Orlando Bloom. Dominick,
Christopher.
Not only do we have one of our podcast mothers, one of our two mothers that birthed us, but
Correct.
also a Fixie Award nominee, Kate Casey.
Thank you.
She's
Banana.
Been a while.
I know, it's been a while. I thought we broke up, but I guess we're still dating.
No, I know.
First of all, as if this podcast wasn't gay enough, it's literally the name of the book is FFP has two mommies. Number one. Number two,
yes.
Why are we not yet describing Kate Louise Casey as industry juggernaut Kate Casey when she comes on here?
I have discussed her. I have said that before.
Wait, have you ever guessed my middle name?
I think I know your middle name. Hold on.
No. Oh, this is intriguing.
When you say it, I'm going to know it.
First of all, my first name is actually Catherine.
Catherine.
Okay. But I need to know where you were born and how old you are and what your sign is, because that's what I provide to everybody, if you're willing to divulge
Okay, sure. I'm not going to say my age. I'm an Aries, and I'm from Philly.
I know what your middle. Fuck. I know what this is, and I can't think of it. Catherine.
I never get to play the game. This is
not Rose. It's not Rose.
Should I give you a clue?
Yeah.
It's my mom's name.
Oh.
Starts with an S.
Susan.
Close.
Sandra?
No.
Okay, what is it?
Suzanne.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I love the name Suzanne.
Catherine Suzanne is fun.
Ugh.
Catherine Suzanne gets wasted at the Christmas party and is like fucked up and like trying to make out with anyone that'll have her. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in the fun way, in a fun way.
Since you mentioned the word Sandra, can I just do a tangent here that I was at a bar last night? I love when someone hears a pop culture fact and they can't stop repeating it because they get so wrapped up in it. The adorable bartender at the bar that I went to last night, I don't know if he was drinking. I don't think he was. I think he was just jovial. But every person he walked into the bar, he somehow managed to weave into conversation. Can you believe Sandra Bullock is 61 years old? Like he could not stop telling people that. And it is quite stunning, actually.
Bird Boxes, Sandra Bullock.
Bird Boxes,
never forget.
Speed 2's Sandra Bullock.
I last night read the Gwyneth Paltrow book that comes out tomorrow. And
oh my God, how is it?
She's a monster. Okay, I'm going to give you two things that you're going to go. Okay, her parents, they created this monster.
Yep.
The father, he has a propensity, like when he would be out to dinner and he didn't like his food, he would summon the waiter over and go, "How do you think you're going to make this better?" Okay.
Monstrosity.
Another guy that worked for him came up to him and he said, like a lighting guy or something, like he wanted a promotion or a raise. And he said, maybe when you get your teeth fixed, and gave him a couple bucks. And the guy got his teeth fixed and then he got a raise. Then the mom was working on a set and there was a young actress playing her daughter. And she goes, "To think that you would be my daughter." And the actress cried. And then one time Gwyneth was at swim practice at school and she, she's got her green bathing suit on. She's got the long string bean body. She looks at the girl next to her and she goes, "Isn't it interesting how bodies are so different?"
Oh, brother.
That's what we're dealing with. Yeah. But there's a thing about Sandra Bullock that when she started acting, she's got like an elevator to success. She said, "I am not like other actresses. I don't choose for money. I choose because the parts are interesting. I mean, I don't want a career like Sandra Bullock." Yeah. But she said, "I don't want a career like Sandra Bullock." I would have been like, fuck off.
You mean
if I was
an incredible career?
Yeah. Successful. Yeah. I wonder if Sandra
28 Days
ever forgave her.
Watch that movie.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about who's selecting roles.
Anyway, that's a doozy. Done. Yeah, you guys will have a lot to unpack. Chelsea Devon,
which I can't.
I have this book and throw it out a window.
On a recent broadcast, after she was named temporary CEO of Astronomer, Christopher and I very controversially and bravely said that we've turned a corner and now like her. We're surprised at how much we're liking Gwyneth now.
Well,
excuse me. Again, Gwyneth. She's never confirmed the pronunciation, so we'll just say Gwyneth.
But this is again as soon as you like them, they hit you right back. You get hit right back down to earth. Taken right back down to reality, aren't you?
I have to say, I'm stunned that she would say all of these objectively unflattering things about her family. Like she worships these people.
No, this isn't. It's a biography. It's not a memoir.
Yeah. No, Amy Odell, who wrote the Anna Wintour book, I interviewed her about Anna Wintour, and then she's on my show tomorrow talking about the Gwyneth.
Now it makes sense. I'm sorry. I thought it was a memoir. I was wondering why I hadn't heard of it.
No, she called a lot of people and said, "Don't you dare talk to them." Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you know that it's good.
All right.
So you know it's good.
She thought that Brad Pitt, they didn't really have anything in common because I think she thought he was really unsophisticated, like a Missouri bumpkin. And she and Ben Affleck had a lot of hot sex, but he wouldn't reciprocate. Instead of spending time with her, he wouldn't be with his boys.
Yeah,
like playing video games.
Tracks.
Yeah,
perfectly. Oh, brother. Okay. Well, this will come out probably next week. So everyone run, do not walk to Kate's episode where she unpacks Joanna. We might have to do a special bonus episode where we just talk about.
You guys should talk about that.
No, we should. No, but you need to be a part of it too.
Okay, good.
So, but we might have to do a special breaking news.
You can read that book in one day. Like that's a real easy one.
Oh, good. Okay, we'll get it. We'll get it and we'll do one. We'll do a bonus episode. But we're not here to fix Gwyneth Paltrow. We've done that already. We're here to fix someone who desperately needs it, and his name is, go ahead, Dominic.
Orlando Bloom, everybody. Orlando Bloom. And we're about to play the middle name game. Now, I was wondering when I was going to divulge this information because it's sort of Orlando's middle names are as chaotic as his life at the moment. I will tell you that Orlando and Bloom are his official given first and last names. In between Orlando and Bloom, I present to you 3 names.
What?
3 names.
No.
So more than ever before, do you have an opportunity to get a point and get the win? I will give you this information. Orlando Bloom, born January 13th, 1977. He is 48 years of age. He was born in Canterbury, Kent, England. So what is that? A Sagittarius, I guess?
Oh, that's a Capricorn because my sister's born the day before and they are very self-involved.
Got it. That tracks. What we know tracks. What is Orlando Bloom's, I'll tell you this.
Just one of them.
One of them is a gettable, normal human name. The other 2, I think, are family names. And if either of you gets either one of these names, there would have to be an actual prize other than just bragging rights.
Well, I'm going to say Harry because I read a tidbit about his perceived biological father, and there's a story with that. So I'm going to say Harry.
Okay.
How many guesses do we get? Because there's 3. We just still get 1 guess.
I mean, as many as you want, really.
Okay.
There are no laws anymore, so we're just aping society.
Sure, we're a lawless country, so let's
just get chaotic.
Let's just let it wash over us that he has 5 names, much like our middle name correspondent, Katie Rosen.
That's right.
Like she has 3 middle names. He has 3 middle names. Like Orlando Bloom and Katie Rosen have this in common. Let's just let that sink in.
All right.
Okay, because he was born in Canterbury, the thing that I think of when I think of Canterbury are the Canterbury Tales. Sure. The only Canterbury tale that I remember, and my friend Katrina is probably in her car and she's going to piss her pants whenever she hears this, but I'm going to guess Chanticleer because that's the name of a chicken in one of the Canterbury Tales.
Cannot.
How do you remember that?
I cannot.
I don't know.
I thought you were going to say Chaucer. I thought you were going to say Orlando Chaucer.
Okay, good call. Yeah.
Unfortunately, neither of you have gotten a point with this.
Chanticleer isn't right.
Chanticleer is not right. Orlando Jonathan Blanchard Copeland Bloom.
Wow.
I repeat, Orlando Jonathan Blanchard Copeland Bloom, acronym OJBCB. There we go.
Wowzers. May I add a little tidbit about his parents?
Please. Yes. I was just reading up on it a little bit when you mentioned. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Basically, what you need to know is that his father died when he was 4, Harry Bloom. And he was a novelist, an anti-apartheid novelist. Then he found out that that man was not actually his father, that this guardian, this dude that had spent a lot of time at the home, Colin, was his actual father. And I thought that's a doozy for anybody in the real world, but particularly for an actor to think that your father was this esteemed novelist in this moment in history, and he's just like a dude that hangs around your house, that's got to be a bruiser.
Yeah.
It's like he literally found out that Cato Kalin was his father.
Yeah,
exactly. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's rough. That's hard.
Yeah.
Hence acting, probably, right?
Yeah. Emote.
At least he has something to channel. Although, we'll get to it, but he doesn't. If he's working a lot, I'm not seeing it. Like, I don't know.
Well, Dominic, that's my axe to grind. That's our axe to grind with him is that he's not working. And that's the problem that we have here.
Well, remember, he got some great roles in the beginning. He was in Lord of the Rings. He was in Troy. But The criticism is that he was just a pretty face. So Cameron Crowe gives him the lead role in a movie that was critically panned called Elizabethtown. And he
I remember this movie.
Plays this executive that marketing executive who comes back to his town in Kentucky. And it's almost like a Hallmark movie, but elevated. What he was missing, which was critical to the role, was a Southern accent.
Oh, no.
And I think that movie really was the downer of it all. And that's when I think people realized you could grease your muscles up and have a cute, boy face. But if you can't even nail a Southern accent when that's number one on the to-do list, you're maybe not such a great actor.
I'm also surprised that Cameron Crowe would let that slide. He's pretty
I agreed with
meticulous normally. Why would that happen like that?
Well, that was weird. I think we're jumping over a few humongous movies, but I feel like Elizabethtown was his time to be okay, now you're going to be a heartthrob for women.
Yeah. Leading man nonetheless.
Because he did a few movies in the UK early on. Then he is, I believe, Lord of the Rings is the first one before Pirates of the Caribbean. Am I right?
Right.
That's where I know. I mean, I think where most people know him from, right?
Yes.
Initially would be Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Yes. And so, but Legolas is a bit character in the movies. He's even in the books, he's just there for most of it. He doesn't have a lot of huge lines. One of the biggest jokes is that Frodo, Elijah Wood, never says Legolas's name ever in any of the movies. And so even in the one, which movie is it, where he's they're all coming in it's after he's destroyed the ring, spoiler, that they all are coming in and he says all their names. And when it goes to Legolas, he just is happy. And they all say Frodo doesn't know Legolas's name.
That's hilarious.
And it's the end of the third movie. So it's you watch this for 10 hours at this point and he doesn't know his name.
Why?
But he's not, it's one of the biggest franchises to ever exist in anything. One of the most successful things ever is Lord of the Rings. And he's in it and humongous success from that. But then is Will Turner in the Pirates of the Caribbean, another humongous
a 1-2 punch. Yeah.
A Disney, everything in the world. I mean, there's 17 movies. I don't think he ends up being it, but then him and Keira Knightley both skyrocket into A-list celebrity status from Pirates of the Caribbean.
But not a leading person, though.
I mean, he's the
sidekick. He's one of the sidekicks, right?
Not really.
But he's the side one. He's not the top billing, I'm saying.
No.
Sure.
That's Johnny Depp.
Sure. But you're watching him go through. Johnny Depp is the comedic relief to his serious role of I need to solve it's Orlando Bloom's story that you're following. He's the leading man in the sense of he's the everyman that's the noble one that's going to do the thing. Whereas Johnny Depp's character is a drunken idiot, aka art imitating life.
But if you think about Pirates of the Caribbean,
he appeared in, I don't know how many of them there are, but he appeared in 4 of those movies. I feel like there were more, but he appeared in 4 of them.
That's a good chunk of change.
Yeah. Here's what I want to say about him, though. When he was in I remember, God, can you believe Lord of the Rings that was 2001?
I know.
Jesus,
yes, I can.
Francesca, I cannot. Whew. I remember at the time, people Orlando Bloom, people, whoever was doing his press at the time, and he'd only done, according to his wiki, he'd only done 2 movies before. He appeared in Black Hawk Down the same year that Lord of the Rings, the first one, came out. And then in a movie he appeared as a rent boy in the movie Wild, which I'm assuming is about Oscar Wilde in 1997.
Is there an E on the end?
There sure is. I think that whoever was doing his press at the time was doing a great job at introducing a young star to the world, because I remember hearing about him before I saw the movie and then seeing the movie and thinking, you're in it for 10 seconds. And I get that you have long blonde, and I just couldn't really. And I'm so I assume in the next 2 movies, he's going to be the breakout. And I just didn't feel like he was. He was just, he still remained very supporting, not bad in the movie, but he just didn't have much to do except wear the wiggiest wig of the trilogy, obviously.
Yeah, he's wigging it. He's
it all.
Wig, you know what I mean? Nene Leakes is shaking in her boots because he's wigging it.
Wigging it.
But again, his character doesn't do, even in the books, he's just there as the elf. He doesn't, it's not his story. It's Frodo's story. It's Aragorn's story. I'm the biggest fan of Lord of the Rings of all time. So it's he's just there.
Right. Yeah, he's not bad at it. He's just barely in it. Like, it's not, why is he getting so much press? And then at the time, he's like between Pirates of the Caribbean and Lord of the Rings. And you look at his Wikipedia and you think, now, obviously, he's a big enough star that we're covering him here.
Of course.
But he should be a bigger star. Like, he's like in these two giant franchises at the same time. And I don't feel like he's a go-to person for things. I don't think so either. He's like highly regarded as like a great actor or a blockbuster starring actor. He's just sort of like, I don't know, he's kind of Katy Perry's husband now, which I know is why we're here probably, but he should be a much bigger star because he's appeared in billions of dollars worth of cinema early in his career.
He's also like, he was mainly a heartthrob. Like, you know what I mean? When you saw him in Lord of the Rings, it's like, then you saw him without the wig and you were like, boy, you know what I mean? Like,
he's a brunette? Like, what?
Yeah. Like, he was hot. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and I remember there being like posters of him. Like, it was very like David Beckham-esque, like heartthrobiness of like, there's posters of him and he would wear like those shirts that were kind of wrinkled with the like, the cuff. Think of like the cuffs that you would buy at like Hollister. It was kind of like a perfect storm of like, exactly at this time, he was this British guy who like could do a cosplay of the Hollister Abercrombie and Fitch model-esque person with the little mustache and beard and had the long hair that was like kind of a surfer guy, but not. Like, there was a lot of that going on. And again, then he's in like Lord of the Rings, humongous, and then is the main character of a humongous Disney franchise for 4 movies. And again, him and Keira Knightley are in love and like they're these star-crossed lovers in it. And eventually he's like manning this ship that can only come up from the sea one day a year. And they get to spend one day together and be in love. And then he has to go back to like, because he sold his soul. It's this whole like cockamamie fucking thing at the end. Like, it's ridiculous what they end up putting this character through. But like, they're this like star-crossed lovers. And I mean, she then becomes a humongous celebrity off of it too. And so it's very early to like, that's why he's still a huge celebrity, is because of the early 2000s. Like he got that fame there. And much like many of those people, like they're still A-list celebrities just because of the fame they had then.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, he, in 2001, he did win the MTV Movie Award for Best Breakthrough Performance for Legolas in Lord of the Rings. So, I mean, they were teeing him up for superstardom, and it just, I don't know why
they still do MTV Movie Awards.
Yeah,
probably.
No, they do. Yes, it's ridiculous, but yes, they do.
Wow.
I remember also he was in Troy, which I saw in the theaters, and I remember he was the brother that like wasn't a warrior. And so when he has to try to fight, Eric Bana then comes in, who, P.S., you want to talk about the hottest person alive?
I know. Give me more Eric Bana.
Even in this shitty ass, terrible show that he's in right now on Netflix, that the acting is...
Untamed? You didn't like it?
The acting itself, it's so bad.
Untamed.
The acting is just terrible. It's Untamed, the acting. But he's so fucking hot. But he's in that movie. I remember the shot of him putting his armor on when he like knows he's gonna go get killed by Achilles. Like his chest, he's so hot in it, my God. But he goes and like is basically gonna sacrifice his life for Orlando Bloom. And I remember the naked photos of Orlando Bloom on that boat.
Yep.
When he was shooting Troy.
I do remember that too.
And his schwang was schwanging in the wind, and we were
schwang it up.
We were schwanging at the schwanging photos,
I mean, it's his great, it's his most memorable role. Is that
him in those photos?
The role of Orlando Bloom, like that's what he's known for.
Yeah,
the role of Orlando Bloom's dick. That's his best. I love Troy, by the way, as an aside. Like, give me a swords and sandals. It wouldn't even matter. You know what else I love?
It's like my nightmare.
Alexander, Colin Farrell with Angelina Jolie as his mother. Give me all of it every day. I don't care how bad it is.
No, Kate doesn't like anything like this. Kate, nothing fantasy, nothing like back in the day. Kate's not into this.
Nothing. That is Renaissance. No, thank you.
No, she doesn't like a period piece like that. No, nothing with like fighting.
What do you like? Oh my God, what do you like? A little Aaron Sorkin walking through the hallway nonsense? 3 hours of that? Is that your jam?
No.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, Empire of the Sun.
Wow.
Oh, brother.
Okay. I doubted that. No, that's like, no one ever says that. It's a great movie too.
Yeah. That's me. It's my favorite of all time. Yeah.
I mean, does he do anything after?
I don't feel like he does.
No, I'm actually going to go look at his IMDb. I don't think he literally has anything.
It was a real dip. Maybe he was like rolling around on a pile of cash on like a hotel bed for a couple of years.
I would be.
Okay, but what does he do with that money? Because we know that he starts dating at some point Miranda Kerr, and they get married, and she's a supermodel, and she's Australian, and they have a baby together, and they are probably gallivanting across the world. And when you're famous like that, people just give you free stuff and opportunities. So he strikes me, especially in his elder years, as someone who will take a free ride anywhere.
Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payments in person? We've got you covered. How about card readers you can rely on anywhere you sell?
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep, that too. Want one place to manage all your online and in-person sales? That's kind of our thing. Wherever you sell, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen. Shopify.com/listen.
Okay, here's what I remember now. It's all coming back to me now. To quote our girl. After Troy, he's in a movie called Kingdom of Heaven. And he's the main character, and it's a medieval movie where he's like defending this thing. Again, it's Kate's nightmare.
Well, but no, like, his agents are like, that's what people want to see. That's what we're going to give them. Any project, that's where he's going, because Elizabethtown went south. So they're just putting him into that box.
Yes. And I remember it being like a good enough, like medieval, like on the heels of Braveheart's like success. Do you know what I mean? These like medieval movies, but it didn't do much. And then he's in more Pirates of the Caribbean movies and some other random things that I've never heard of ever. And then honestly, like it's he's getting a lot of these like, oh, we're going to do the next, because he was in The Three Musketeers, which remember that they were trying to make that be like a franchise. Like all these like, what's the next version of either Lord of the Rings or Pirates of the Caribbean? They're like throwing him in there, but none of them are really hitting.
When they're looking at him, he's the poor man's who? Eric Bana?
No, I mean, Eric Bana wishes he had.
But no, if they can't get Eric Bana, then they're like, just give it to Orlando Bloom.
I think it's like they can't get like Brad Pitt, or if they can't get like... He just like has the resume.
I think you're being generous about I think the goal was to have him be that. I just don't know if he ever... If he ever...
No, I'm just saying Brad Pitt from like... I'm not saying he's a stand-in for Brad Pitt. I'm saying like they would go to Brad Pitt and Brad would be like, I'm not bringing the fucking Three Musketeers. Are you guys fucking serious? And then they're like, okay, you said no. Okay, Johnny Depp said no. Okay, this person said no. Okay, Orlando Bloom will do it. Like, I think that's what they're doing.
But does he swirl around in his head? Does he pace circles in his penthouse, frustrated that his agents are not getting him things outside of that bubble?
Not really, because he's making money. Stuff. He's in a Romeo and Juliet movie where he plays Romeo. He's in... And then again, he does all these Pirates of the Caribbean movies, which are spaced out up until 2017, which is not that long ago. And then he is in 2 of the Hobbit movies where they like write Legolas into the Hobbit movie. So he's getting like a fat check every other year from either Disney or New Line Cinema.
What did these people do in between projects? If you work every other year, what are you doing? And it does seem that he's one of these weirdos who's like talking about transcendental meditation and finding he's like into crystals and all that stuff. But like, how many retreats can you go on? Like, what do they do all day? Tan?
Well, no, I mean,
I don't know.
That's we'll get to that
gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to the beach. Do a little writing. Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I do when my mother asks me, what the fuck do you do all day? That's about it. But probably those things. I mean, he's got 2 kids, one with Miranda Kerr and one with Katy Louise Perry. So he's probably being a dad and doing other things. Maybe it's like I don't know where Miranda Kerr lives, but perhaps she's in England and Katy is
I think she's in San Francisco because she married Snapchat. So I went to San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, Miranda Kerr, I forgot.
Mm-hmm. And then she had like 3 more boys.
With the Snapchat.
With Snapchat.
Dude. Wow.
God, and she couldn't be more beautiful if she tried.
She couldn't be. She really like cranked it up. Like she won that divorce hard.
Yeah.
And there's always a winner, baby. And in theirs, it was her.
She and Katy Perry will go to events together, and they seem very...
that's nice.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, they're parenting each other's children, sure.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing is like, just on his IMDb, it's like the picture that's the main photo on his IMDb is like from truly 20 years ago, but he's couldn't be hotter. Like he's aging nice. He's got those like, I'm saying back then. You know what? I'm saying back in the day. This is not Kate's thing either. She like this guy, he's too dark and brooding for her.
I just think once I see you in a sarong and with a shield and, and a sword, it's a boner killer.
No, but it's a boner solidifier for me and Dominic. This is the problem. Is everything we love
come down.
Everything we like is like you hate it. Like I know you well enough to know like everything that Dominic and I are saying. Like here's why we like want to fuck him is you being like that's disgusting.
Who's the one person right now you both agree is like hotter than hot?
That we both agree?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Actor-wise.
So many people.
Because we diverge a lot as well, but we do often come together.
I'll tell you, like the one that I still am like, oh, he's just beyond hot. Patrick Dempsey. But you know
he's
why?
Definitely hot. He's definitely hot.
Because I like the vibe that you are someone who likes to dress preppy. You've got a 401k.
Yes. No, that's...
You drive a Jeep.
Yes.
You've got a Labrador retriever. You read books at night. Like that's my vibe.
Well, I would commit crimes for Joey Lawrence, and I have felt this way literally since I was 10 years old.
Really?
For sure. When I was 10 and Joey was 8, I looked at him and I was like, that's who I want my elementary school boyfriend to be, was Joey Lawrence when he was on Give Me a Break. I loved him.
When I was in high school, I was given his phone number and I left a voicemail on his voicemail. It was not returned, obviously.
What did you say on the voicemail?
Hi, Joey. It's Kate. I got your number and I just want to tell you, like, I think you're such a great actor. And if you're in the Hershey area, you've got to come visit me. Loser.
That's brilliant, actually.
He's from Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible. Wow. Dominic's shaking. He's so
jealous.
Do you
still have his number is my next question.
He still has, he's got like a real waxy, moisturized face.
I like how he's sort of turning into, I remember a journalist did a profile on Maury Povich when I worked there 50 years ago, and she described him as craggy handsome. And that is what Orlando Bloom is turning into, like a craggy handsome, like a Richard Burton, Oliver Reed sort of like
Richard Burton,
without being dickish, like the deep attractive wrinkles. You know what I mean? Like face defining crevasses, if you will. And he's getting those. He's very handsome.
Handsome weathered.
Yes,
it's a whole
absolutely.
different category. Yeah, it's someone who has been on a yacht quite a bit and needs to come in and sit out of the sun for a little bit, but still looks great.
I mean, this is the problem, is that he's in stuff. We just don't know what it fucking is. I'm looking at his IMDb.
That is the problem.
Today, it's like Orlando Bloom, Bryce Dallas Howard. Again, like two pretty big celeb. Like she's very famous and an actor and like great. Yeah. And Nick Mohammed in Deep Cover 2025. He looks so hot in it, but I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Deep Cover. What's that about?
I have no idea. And the other thing I think we're missing is that he was in that Carnival Row show with Cara Delevingne on Amazon, where she was like a weird, again, Kate's going to like sign off the Zoom.
So
she was like a weird fairy. She was like a weird fairy, and he was like a Sherlock Holmes type that was like hunting her.
Oh.
Which he was on that for a while. And again, like people that I know like stuff like that loved it. But like he's not moving. His association with something is not moving the needle.
It's not moving the needle. Like if he were in an Apple TV show right now or Netflix or something, HBO, but I don't get the feeling that he's even in the running for any of that kind of stuff.
I do remember them being like a little bit of because like you didn't hear from him for a while, and then he was on Broadway in Romeo and Juliet. He was Romeo in Romeo and Juliet with Condola Rashad was Juliet. And I remember there being a lot of buzz about it.
I feel like
at the time.
I remember this. Yeah.
And they filmed it, and they released a film, I think, of the theatrical version of it. So it was a filming of the play. It wasn't like a movie of Romeo. And I remember there was buzz around it at the time, and it was sort of like, oh, we haven't heard from Legolas in a while, and now here he is striking out on his own. But again, really nothing came of that. Like there are all these great opportunities that you think would catapult him, but I don't know what threshold I'm holding him to about him not being a big enough star. But I don't know. Like it's what like Kate said earlier, like he's not the first name on anyone's wish list. And then by the time they get down to him, he's not bringing people in. But why?
Well, let me ask you this.
He's not unlikable, you know?
If he had not been dating Katy Perry, would we have forgotten about him long ago?
Oh, 1,000,000,000%.
Yes.
I mean, I personally would not have, because I love Lord of the Rings, but like the world would 100. Like I feel like when I saw the pictures of him and Katy Perry like canoodling on a red carpet, I was like, oh, that's what he looks like now. Like I truly hadn't seen hide nor hair of him in years. Right?
Yeah.
And then they get married. They have that like huge house that was on Selling Sunset. Remember, Kate?
Yeah, actually, my friend lives next door. It's really a beautiful property and massive, but it's so private. It's like living a life of isolation. It's weird because I think they also have a home in Montecito, and they like to hobnob, but they also seem like they tuck away from the world and you don't see them for a while.
Well, no, but then remember they got all involved in the like that apple cider vinegar business. Remember they like bought some apple cider vinegar business and started went off the deep end with like transcendental meditation, turn into like California new age, like could start a cult at any moment. You know what I mean? And not that like, and swept up in every cult that would have him. You know what I mean? And he's like,
he is in like Franco territory for me a little bit, and sort of always has been. I guess like physically and like emotionally, I've always felt like he's right there.
Well, they say that he has a monk-like daily routine.
Okay.
This was from the 2021 Sunday Times interview. They detailed a highly curated daily routine that included chanting for 20 minutes every morning.
The throat singing. Remember, Dominic, when I said he was throat singing?
Yep.
Staring at a brain octane oil and collagen powder smoothie.
Okay.
Repeating affirmations and checking cryptocurrency updates.
We have collagen powder in a smoothie as something in common. So I have something in common with Orlando Bloom is that I do put that in my smoothie.
You're not checking the crypto updates, Dominic?
No, I also don't I live the opposite of a monk. So it's really just the collagen powder. That
By the way, monks, they have crypto accounts?
Yeah.
Like what?
Honestly, probably.
2025 monks do. They gotta support those.
Get it where you can,
somehow.
you know.
And chanting. Can you imagine you live next door? You have to listen to that. And he's naked too.
That's the video that Katy Perry put up on her Instagram story the one time that I saw and was like, I'll never get over this, because it's like her being like, look at my husband. Like, this is what he does every day. And she goes into this room and you hear like some soundtrack being played that it has like chanting from God knows what dimension in it playing. And he has like a crystal holding it up to his forehead like fucking Spencer Pratt in that picture. Remember that? And he's like doing a rocking back, which is like half monk, half like Fiddler on the Roof, where he's like doing this like rocking back thing where he's chanting in this robe and he's like naked underneath. And like, I was like, this is the most.
You know what's interesting? Katy Perry grew up in a like evangelical house. Then she marries Russell Brand, who is cosplaying like a
Satan, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And then she is with him and he's chanting and all the things.
And I remember just that video being like, I was being like, oh, we've lost him. Like he's gone, baby, gone.
Oh,
he's like fully California cult member, done for. You know what I mean? Like it's like Los Angeles has ravaged this man and it's a wrap.
I just picture him on like Paul Allen's yacht talking to billionaires and trying to talk to them about meditation and chanting. And they're just sort of like, what are you bringing to the table? And I feel like he probably has massive insecurity because he hasn't had those big roles. And also because he's been with Katy Perry, who is on a world tour.
Okay.
And then judging her for the spaceship ride.
I'm about to give you some insider information, boots on the ground about the Orlando Bloom.
Okay, good. Okay.
To say this in code to protect everyone involved, Orlando Bloom was in an exclusive place. And someone told me that he was on the phone. This is during the Met Gala. And he's on the phone talking about how he's an extra small in pants over and over again. And he's with his friends, not with Katy Perry, because this is like right as they're splitting up. And they're calling all these different people to see which after parties from the Met Gala they can get into. And he's like rolling calls to people being like, could we go here? Could we go there? And he's like trying as he might to get into an after party without Katy Perry. Because she wasn't there at the Met Gala because she was performing and on tour. And he, I don't think was invited without her. And so he is just like, was just trying as best he could to like get in front of a paparazzi camera during the Met Gala.
Well, I think that says it all.
And that's, I feel
that is who he is right now.
That's where it's at. That's
where it is. Wow.
Extra small. That's got to be a difficult because he's
5'11",
and extra small and 5'11".
Is that like in Club Monaco, like extra small?
That sounds like custom work.
Yeah.
Wow. Where does Katy Perry factor in all of this? Like, why did the relationship go down the drain?
Well, I'm like mad at him because it's like, she's taken all this flack, rightfully so, for most of it. But it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Being in what was it called? Hold on. Deep state. What was it called? Deep cover. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she might be like getting obliterated by the press every single day of her life, but she's selling out arenas and making like millions upon millions of dollars to like continue their life. What's he getting paid for deep cover? You know what I'm saying?
He could also be a stay-at-home dad. Maybe we're unaware of his parental responsibilities.
Yeah, but as you just noted, he's at the Met Gala going, what parties can I get into?
Yeah,
I don't think he wants to go to the local park and meet up with the parents and talk about snacks. I think he's like, I want to be the center of attention still, and how do I get back there? While also chanting and studying meditation. And but I think this goes back to his identity with Harry Bloom, because he thought his father was this like anti-apartheid novelist and sophisticated. And dad is just like a dude that like hangs around the house.
Yeah, some loser that like
he wants to be this elevated version of this make-believe character.
I don't know that I agree that he wants to be. I don't think he wants to be the center of attention. I feel like Orlando Bloom is still a name. Like, I think he could be doing more things. I mean, the fact that he just wanted a party, I think he just wanted to get laid with Katy Perry not around.
When he knows photographers will take pictures of his show. That's somebody who, my husband's not doing that.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Does Chris DeRosa do that?
He's helping raise 5 children.
No, yeah,
where would he even have time
father.
To go? Yeah,
he's a devoted father.
Your husband doesn't even have time to take his own pants off. He'd never be caught naked. He probably sleeps fully clothed. You gave him 5 children.
But a lot of the people who are in this world, like, they're like, shit, how do I get people to write about, okay, what's the one thing that I got going for me? Okay, like, I'm hot. Let's circle back to like why people like me in the first place.
Yeah, that's the thing. You are right. It's like, it's not, he's doing different roles. He's doing all this stuff, but it's like no one's like, oh my God, Orlando Bloom was so good in this thing. Like this
is what he needs to do. He needs to play a version of himself, like the most over the top version. Like he has to play somebody who is a cult leader or is like second in command in a cult where they wear robes and they play the gong. It's like, oh, I know. They need to make a fake documentary about the Golden Door, the spa where
that's Charlotte's in place. Yes.
But they're all like cosplaying like Asian, right? He needs
I said it's like the whitest Asian place you've ever seen because there's all these white people doing. Yeah, but it would ruin his whole life.
No, but it would be like White Lotus meets like a white collar crime.
Yeah, funny.
And they can make it funny.
He won't do it.
I don't think he's funny enough. I don't think he's funny.
You're right.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Yeah.
I got it. I sort of had it before Kate said something, and then now I'm certain what I think he should do. He's tough though, I got to say, because he's already been given like a trillion opportunities, and he's still he's like B-list to me. He's not an A-list.
No, he is B-list.
He's an A-list name, but a B-list actor. You know, like he's not. But I think I know what to do with him.
But you guys said something's going on with Katy Perry. What's going on with her?
Katy Perry just went on a date with the one and only Justin Trudeau.
Oh, that talks.
Right?
It does.
It kind of is great.
She wants...
First time I almost crapped our pants when we heard this. Kate's just like, I got
world domination, the Bezos of it all. Like, she's like, I've gone to a rocket ship. Now I'm going to become a world leader. Yes. Yeah. And he is just coming off the rails. Like, divorce, not in office. Like, well, I'm like, he's having like quite a midlife crisis.
I mean, honestly, it's perfect for them to be at least go on a fake date for publicity. Like, it's kind of perfect.
Yeah. You remember those things, those apps where you could put your face in the picture and then tells you what celebrity you look like?
Yes.
They would tell me Katy Perry or Jason Biggs.
Stop. That you look like Jason Biggs?
But I think I look like Ryan Gosling, and so does my son. But Katy Perry,
I've been told that.
Katy Perry. Yeah.
I don't think you look anything like Katy Perry.
I don't think so either.
I will say it. I mean, it's 2 for 2 for her to be on a tour and then her husband break up with her. Like,
right?
It's kind of horrible. And it makes me not like him because even though she's insufferable, I'm like, stand by your wife and like let her earn you millions of dollars and like be supportive of her for one time.
We're forgetting something else. To your point of the Met Gala, she can't go to the Bezos wedding because she's on tour and she's just been on the rocket ship. But he weasels his way, according to Page 6, an invitation to go to the wedding. And everyone's looking at him like, dude, why are you here? And he was making the rounds. He was trying to talk to Kim and all the friends. So meanwhile, he's infuriated because she's now dating Justin Trudeau. And who's he going to date now?
Well, he was like holding hands with Sydney Sweeney for no reason. Remember that?
You should probably like
when they were like in Italy.
Let go of my hand, old man.
You know, we didn't talk about Dominick is the picture of Kris Jenner, Gayle, Oprah, and fucking Tyler Perry. We need to do that in the Olive Garden. Yes. We have to remember to talk about that because it was infuriating.
Oprah is hanging out a lot with Kris Jenner.
It's bad.
We've
lost her.
She's coming off the Invincibles list.
Her and Gayle are done. We've lost them.
Yeah. They're done.
It's out.
Yeah. Okay. That's the thing is like, he's now just trying to like be a celebrity and like be in these rooms with all these people and like, they don't care about him.
And the other thing too is like, you have to understand is like every time we talk about Katy Perry and I'm reminded about her upbringing, she is, for lack of a better term, kooky as fuck. Like this is a weird woman, and anyone who's going to be like a life partner of hers is going to have to match that quirky fucking energy. Hence, like, although Orlando Bloom seems a lot more like mainstream than Russell Brand, he's not. Like you've got to match the kookiness to be with a kook like that. So, and I'm out now also wondering about what is wrong with Justin Trudeau if he's setting up shop.
I feel like she will probably date Keith Raniere next, even though he's behind prison walls. That's kind of the trajectory.
Not Keith Raniere.
She's going to be outside of that prison with like
with the lights like this. I'm going to kill you. I'll literally kill you.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
I mean, honestly, Justin Trudeau is probably like, I love your music.
Probably. What did those two talk about?
Who knows?
I know, but when you think about that's actually a brilliant call because Keith Raniere is sort of like the perfect marriage of Russell Brand and Orlando Bloom. It's sort of that's the partner she deserves.
He's athletic. Yeah.
She likes a guy that wears a monochromatic outfit and who gives medallions of his own face to people.
And drinks from a chalice.
Yeah.
Chris, I feel like we're at the arena. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I have one. I'm not going to win with it, but I think it's what he actually should do. But
I don't know if I'll win with mine either. I'm curious to see where
I have one that I think I know what yours is. I think I know what your pitch is. And if it's not, I'll say it afterwards. But like, this is the number 2. This is my backup pitch in case we just need to throw another one out there, just if Katie hates both of them.
I'm firm in mine for sure. Like, I feel like this, I feel like I know what I want to do with him. And we're at the arena. Christopher, the floor is yours.
I want Orlando Bloom to be in the next Calvin Klein ad for underwear.
Oh, not what I was
Move over Jeremy Allen White. Move over Bad Bunny. The reason we all loved him so much is not because of his acting. It wasn't because of him being a part of these humongous, juggernaut franchises like Lord of the Rings, which again, if he could just pop in and be with the hobbits, the 4 of them hang out all the time on Instagram. If Orlando could just be there with them, that would be fun,
Yeah.
Like that, he's never doing that because he's like, I'm really famous. You guys are losers now. Like, let me not talk to you. He could be with them. And that would be really funny. If him and Viggo Mortensen would hang out with the hobbits, that would be cool. Anyway, I want him to be a Calvin Klein model and like the photos truly be made into posters that like people can have on their wall. Because it's not the acting, it's not the being a celebrity. He doesn't do anything fun as a celebrity either. Like at least Katy Perry, like as cringeworthy as she is and as embarrassing as she's been, like she's given us memes, she's given us laughs. We're making fun of her, we're laughing with her sometimes. Like she's at least like laying it out on the table. He doesn't do shit and like doesn't actually deserve all of her money that she's earning for them. So like I think he needs to lean into the sex sells and he needs to get his body back in shape and be like a Calvin Klein model and then do a spread in like Men's Fitness and be on the cover of Men's Fitness and really bring back the like, don't you all want to fuck me? And it's like, yeah, we do. And then we would all kind of, I mean, I know at least me and Dominick would be like, he's fixed. Like he's so hot still. Like we're good.
Do you think at this age, though, that he's taking some human growth hormone situation?
Oh, God only knows what supplements he's on.
They're all doing something, sure.
Peptides.
Yeah. Right. Sure. Of course he is. Some weird, like, ashwagandha something that he's buying in a pyramid scheme, of course. You know what I mean? Like, he's up to stuff, as we know. Okay. But regardless, that's what I think. I want him, like, doing, like, a look at my body again and like, look how hot. Look, I'm ripped again. Like, aren't I so hot? And that's all he can do.
And I love when someone his age, like he's 48 years old. So that's, and he still looks good. I mean, whatever he's doing,
still hot as shit. Great. I'm sorry. Even in deep cover, like, I'm like, you're hot. Like the picture I see of him, I'm like, he's gorgeous.
And that's your pitch.
That's my pitch.
OJ, BCB.
Goodbye.
Orlando, Jonathan Blanchard, Copeland Bloom. It's like you have a great career. So what you're lacking is like esteem. Like you need, I don't know. I need you to have your Gene Smart in Hacks moment. I need you to have like the career defining. And so as I did several months ago in the eventual movie of this, when I gave Jennifer Garner the role of Ghislaine Maxwell.
Goodbye.
That was wonderful. Yeah.
I think that I I have found my Jeffrey Epstein with Orlando Bloom, and I want him to, that's what I want him to do. And that's what I think will get him the esteem. It puts his name in the conversation. It's a marquee project. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, I think him in a wig, I think he could do it. I think he could play Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, I can't believe you did this again.
Here's the one glaring issue. Can he do a New York accent?
He's going to have to. So Cameron Crowe cannot direct this because that's shit he let slide. Well, let's hook him up with Fran Lebowitz for 6 months before he takes the role. And then maybe she could teach him how to do it. But that's what I think he needs. I mean, and that's the thing. Like if he were to appear and do the New York accent and be a scumbag, I think that would be great. As an aside, independent of my pitch, I'm seeing the movie sort of as the months have gone on, as sort of like Ghislaine's story with him in a supporting role that feels like the lead, a la Hannibal Lecter. Like that's what I'm sort of feeling, which I think would be even better for him because he wouldn't have to like carry it, but he would feel like the star because his scenes would be so monumental. And that's my pitch. Orlando Bloom to play Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, one issue is that Jeffrey Epstein famously had an egg-shaped penis.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you combat the fact that Orlando Bloom is known for his penis? Like people like
there's prosthetics for everything, Kate.
Yeah.
Okay. So you just have to undo that from people.
Right.
Yeah.
You've already rated this in NC-17. I do not believe that the shape of Jeffrey's penis would be a factor in this. But it's interesting that you went right there. And by interesting, I mean troubling. It's troubling that that's your first thought. I don't
like Weinstein and Epstein, they all have like weird shaped penises.
Yeah. That's where it all
not a coincidence.
Stems.
Yeah.
That's where it all starts, you know.
Yep.
Rough.
Look at this mess. Who's gonna like it? I'm gonna have to force it on people. That's pretty much it. Yep.
Yeah. No, like for real.
For real. Yeah.
Dominic, that was not my pitch for you. I can't believe you did it again with this. Who was supposed to be playing? Was it Hilary Duff playing Virginia Giuffre?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what? Yes. May her soul rest. By the way, I screamed at Dominic when he pitched this.
I cast this whole movie. I'm apparently
who plays Prince Andrew?
We haven't gotten there yet.
Joey Lawrence?
How dare you? No, absolutely, he can't. I can. First of all, I cannot listen to Joey Lawrence do a British accent. I'll lose my boner forever.
Dominic will just jump off of a bridge afterwards.
Well, by the way, maybe Orlando should be Prince Andrew because he already has the British accent, and that's not an issue then.
But that's not the pitch, Kate.
Perhaps, but that isn't the pitch.
Okay.
All right, which of these is better? And that was actually not the pitch that I thought was going to be Dominic's.
What did you think I was going to say?
I'm going to do it after I'm going to let her first pick, and then I'm going to give you what he actually should do.
Okay, I have to go with Chris because I don't think he can navigate the complexities of a script based on Jeffrey Epstein. I don't think he has it in him. But I love and admire the way that you have such a belief in people that have hot bodies.
I mean, he's got it. We can coach him through it, can't we?
Well, I'm sure you're going to be coaching him. I don't know what you're going to be coaching him through, but you'll be
coaching him through something.
Yeah, I'll be coaching him through the door. Get out of here. You suck.
Oh, God.
Congratulations, Christopher.
Okay, here's what he actually needs to do.
Yeah.
Is he needs to star in an episode of The Studio in season 2, a la Zoe Kravitz, where he plays himself and they're like casting a movie around him and they just are like laying into his celebrity and like being like, you haven't been in anything good since Pirates of the Caribbean 1.
Yes,
you know, and like him be like, just like a crazy version of himself. Like you said, a crazy version of himself, but playing Orlando Bloom in the studio. And that would be in motherfucking incredible.
Yeah.
Because we were all a titter whenever Olivia Wilde was like a monster version of herself in it. And we were like, ha ha ha, like,
but you're kind of
what's
like
that movie, that horrific movie that she did that we were like, what the fuck is this, you know?
I want to hear Seth Rogen talk about like, I mean, everyone wanted your body, but now what happened to Elizabethtown? And I could
you know what I mean?
That.
Like that would be incredible.
Yes.
Don't you think, Dominic?
I do like that. I'm surprised you thought I would say that. I don't know that my brain would have gone there.
Well, because she was like, playing a version of himself.
Oh, because
I was like, fuck, it's on the studio. Like that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That would be a great,
I think your next project is you've got to read that Gwyneth Paltrow book.
Sure.
Oh, we're
on it.
After what you've told us about it, we're
today,
ready to go.
Whoa.
Kate, thank you so much. I'm sorry it's been so long. You can come back every week.
Yeah. I told you I started to pack my stuff up. I put the sequin dresses away.
I talk to you every 3 days. Don't even start with me.
It's because Chris is on your podcast every other day, so you probably
so I'm like, we've done it. Like, what do I have to tell her? What do we have to talk to her about? Nothing. Like there are many
more hours
in the
of
mirror
Chris
last night, and I slowly took off the necklace and I put it in a box and I shoved it into a drawer and I said, I guess it's over.
Oh God. What a whirlwind. For the 7 people that don't know where they can find you, where can they find you? Our mother.
Reality Life with Kate Casey, bonus episodes on Apple Podcasts, Patreon, Apple Podcasts, because Chris helped me set that up. My what to watch list is at katecasey.substack.com. I tell you every week what to watch. Yogurt Shop Murders this week. HBO Sunday.
We asked if that is Demi Lovato starring in that.
Demi Lovato.
Dom, did you watch Amy Bradley is Missing yet?
No.
Okay.
You're going to love it. Dominic, you're going to love it.
I need to watch it. Amy Bradley is Missing on Netflix. And then Instagram at KKCCA, TikTok, it's KKC, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky at KKC. You know, I just posted someone on Instagram asking if I were to executive produce or me or anyone else, a documentary about the Coldplay Kiss Cam, would you watch it? Surprising, very 50-50.
I'm in the no category.
Chris is done with it. He was done with it before it even peaked. Yeah, it's not his thing. I could look at memes of it for the rest of my life. I think it's so. I'm always fascinated by something that is so incidental that we just decide we need to savage someone just to make it's like the Roman Colosseum. You know what I mean? Yes. Where it's just we collectively as a planet are
I find interesting.
Let's go after
quarter their body and drag it through the square. You know what I mean? That. Yes.
I was more interested in, what an HR and legal headache for this company. The fact that she's running HR and the investor, so all the corporate stuff behind the scenes, I'm really into.
Yeah.
They handled it pretty quickly though. They took care of what they needed to pretty quickly with that.
And with Gwyneth, they redeemed themselves in her eyes. Anyway.
Yeah.
Dominic, where can people find you?
Well, they can find me on Instagram at Dominick Pupa. They can go to my website, which is domentary.com. They can find me on TikTok at Domentary. And Christopher, where can the listeners of our podcast find you on the World Wide Web?
They can find me at the Chris DeRosa. They can find the show at Fixing Famous People. They can find the Patreon at patreon.com/Fixing Famous People. Where right now we have a free version of every single thing we offer on Patreon. You don't even have to sign up. And you can hear from Whitney Houston's Ghost. How many more times do I have to tell you?
How many more times must you be reminded? Whitney has a message for all of us. Go listen to it.
I wish you both well. And as always, where's Shelley? Goodbye.